Hello, this is Group 7's Active Interview Service project for Advanced Software Engineering. This project was done by Jacob Hartt, Joel Willis, Maddison Ratzlaff, and me, your guide, Craig Lillemon. Let's begin by logging in. So, in order to use our service, you are required to log in. Of course, there is an account registration system. However, for this purpose, let's just log in real quick. And let's begin by uploading some documents. Of course, I already have some documents uploaded, but we can see that you can choose your document, you can create a title for it, and then you can also create a job listing. This is especially important because of the fact that the OpenAI wishes to know what you're doing, at least for your job title. And now I'm going to actually click upload, and you'll see why. I have a couple test cases right here, or test resume, my real resume uploaded, programmer, software engineer. We can view and edit these. Here's my job listing. You can edit, view my real resume, and so on. But let's begin by creating a service. So we can create whatever title we want. I'm going to say test resume, uh, test interview skills. Now we can have multiple different types. We can do like a final screening, industry skills, general, personality, but let's do industry skills for the sake of we're doing interview skills. Now we choose whatever job listing we want, just in case you want to have different type of jobs based on different resume of your resumes. And of course you can upload your resume. You might want to keep a previous version, you might want to upload a new version. And that's fine too. Alrighty. So now that we've created a chat, we can see that it has a couple features. We have a speech to text and a text to speech feature. For example, let's start with our speech text to speech.
Good day, Craig. Thank you for joining us today. Based on your resume, you have a diverse background with both academic and hands-on experience in software development. To kick off our discussion, could you please tell me a bit more about your journey into software development and what aspects of it interest you the most?
We have text to speech function, just that way users can feel more comfortable with more interviews with interview services and have a response to it. Of course, it doesn't mimic a real human voice, as you can tell, but we feel that it is close enough, at least in this case, for within expectations of what services can be provided. We also have a speech to text function. For example, to kick off our discussion, can you please tell me a little bit more about your journey in software development and what aspects interest you most? Of course, we have a speech to text. Give me 1 second. Alrighty. Some aspects that interest me the most are programming languages. Of course, we would stop it real quick. See, of course, it takes information from my resume. Can you share a specific project where your knowledge of programming language played a crucial role? I'm going to say linked list. Of course, I forgot what my actual project is working on, but linked list, understand it. Oh, I actually misclicked. and send. Alrighty, you can see how the OpenAI talks back, and you can see how it scrolls down, and there's multiple chats, and you can always return to this later. For example, I'm going to click on the results. Of course, there's another thing that we also implemented, results. Based on how you interview, based off your responses, and so on and so forth, we can see our results. And it's going to take a little while to generate, but it should be fine. You can see that we have a graph and a couple of feedbacks. We can see that some feedbacks of areas improvement and what we did good and what we did bad. We have various charts and implementations, so that way you can see visually of what you may need to improve on and compare overall. Now let's return to the chat. As you can see, we return still there. So you can always drop this interview and return to it later if you like. And that concludes our guided tour of our active interview service. We use features like OpenAI, a couple document upload features, as well as login and logout registration, and so on. Alrighty. Well, I hope you like our guided tour, and thank you for watching.